Welcome back. Downtown Macon looks like a little bit of light rain has begun for us. The roads were not wet before, and they are now, but that rain is very light. We are tracking these showers. There you go, a little bit in Bibb County. It's a little heavier crossing I-75 off to the south. Houston County, Dooley County, a little bit in Peach County as well. Not any lightning being indicated with that activity. But let's go ahead and zoom on out, and you're starting to see that lightning count number tracking up quite a bit, and then we switch over to the U.S. radar, and there is quite a bit of activity going on over in the Magnolia State. Got some active tornado warnings in there, some flash flood warnings, and obviously a lot of lightning with those storms. Starting to see that moving into Alabama as well. So we'll be continuing to monitor that as those storms are heading this way. But we have a friend over parts of the region called the cold air wedge, thanks to the Appalachian Mountains, and that's why we're seeing such stark differences around the region right now, where like McRae was at 80 and Sparta was at 43, and we're seeing similar disparities through tonight's lows as well, which are going to likely be not long after midnight. Okay, so 45 for Sparta is a chilly spot. You got Abbeville and McRae and Cordele in the upper 60s. Most of us will be somewhere in between there, obviously, but yeah, it is going to be a warming process through the overnight hours, and it's going to be important to see how warm we end up getting. You see the wedge shape with this warm front here because of those mountains. Eventually, we do see the wind out of the south prevail and take over everywhere to help warm things up. But in terms of the cold front tomorrow and, you know, severe weather chances, the odds are going to be higher in the southern counties because we've already got that warm air and excess humidity in place versus locations like Macon that are a little bit more north where it's rather chilly outside still right now. Valentine's will be pretty sunny. Then we'll have more clouds again this weekend. Next cold front shaping up to arrive Sunday morning, and that could bring storms as well. But let's focus on our first round, which is tonight. And with this severe overnight into tomorrow morning, I am not buying this level 2. I'm just not. With the temperatures where they are right now, it's going to take a lot of effort. We're going to need to ramp up somewhere like Butler by 20 plus degrees between now and about 5 a.m. tomorrow morning to get that level 2 even have a chance to happen. But in terms of this level 1 for tomorrow, now we're talking 6, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. We're already warmer in these locations. Yes, that could definitely verify. We're talking the possibility for a few strong wind gusts and the slim chance for a brief spin-up tornado, but that is definitely on the unlikely side of things. You do see, though, the storms do get a little more intense in our southeastern counties. A closer look, look at how these temperatures. Watch Butler, right? That was the one spot that was in that level 2 zone for overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And you say, okay, temperatures climbing, but mid-60s isn't going to do it. You gotta get 71, 72 almost going in locations like that. Maybe 69, but 65, 64, that's just not quite warm enough, right? And this is by about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. But watch these other temperatures. These do get close to those 70s, and I do think it is fair game. That's like McRae or Abbeville. I know here this model is showing them 68, 67, but I think, 70 is definitely a possibility just because we're already warmer in those spots. We hit 80 in McRae today. We've hit 80 in Abbeville today. We didn't get anywhere near that over the northern parts of the region. Now, as for rain totals, we are not concerned about flash flooding with this. Half an inch to an inch is probably what a lot of us are going to end up getting. I do think that a quarter of an inch is an underestimate for us in Macon, but that flood watch we've discussed past couple of days, that was all North Georgia, and you can still see it was mainly north of that I-85 corridor. Your extended forecast is coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. So following tomorrow's storms, it is, of course, the day of love and Valentine's Day, and it'll be a cooler day as a lot of us are going to be in the upper 50s. Granted, for some spots, that's warmer than what we've seen the past couple of days. But over the weekend, the next round will come through the warm front Saturday, cold front Sunday morning, and that will lead to some chilly starts next week.